Hello there and welcome to the Liverpool versus Ajax match reaction. The match has just finished about 30 seconds ago and Liverpool won the game 1-0 and Liverpool topped the group. We cannot be moved off first place in the group now, and that means we can play against Midtjylland. We can play whatever team that we want and we will still top the group no matter what. And honestly, the biggest sigh of relief. I was so nervous about this game. I was so nervous about the game that I didn't even turn it on for the first couple of minutes. I was just like, I'm sat here. I was just like, what are we going to be doing? The team that we managed to put out. And let's look at this first of all. So the team lineup, as soon as it was announced, Kelleher in goal. And my God, my first instinct went, oh no, what's happened with Alisson? Now, apparently he's only going to be out maybe for a week. Might miss the Wolves game at the weekend, but it was all about tonight. Tonight was the most important thing because that was what was right in front of us. And I looked at it, and whenever Alisson's been out, I've called for Kelleher to get a chance. Now, Kelleher, unbelievable performance. Unbelievable performance. I want to go in and have a look at his match stats. Saves, he made 4 saves. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I urge you, if you haven't seen this performance from Kelleher, go and watch the saves that he made. Incredible saves that he made that literally kept us in this game. Make no mistake, because I want to go into the stats as well. We, in the first half, had way less possession than Ajax, and we were getting absolutely dominated. The second half sort of started similar, and then we grew into the game a lot. They had a lot of chances. We had a lot of chances. We actually had more chances, 15 to their 11 in terms of shots. We had 5 shots on target, 4 for Ajax. But their football just looked so fluid. It looked so connected. Everything just looked like that. Everything had purpose. And I'm not saying that Liverpool didn't have that, but we were having to sort of play more of a counter-attacking football to combat the type of football that Ajax were playing. Even though Ajax lost, they played beautiful football. They played fantastic football. And they can be aggrieved for where they might be in the standings right now. They're behind Atalanta. Their next game is against Atalanta to finish the group off. Atalanta are on 8 points, 7 for Ajax. It's all up in the air. It's going to go down to the final day for these two guys here. And I don't know. Us having played against both Atalanta and Ajax twice now in the Champions League, somehow we've won both times. But the football that Ajax play is exceptional. Somehow they just haven't been able to put it in the back of the net against Liverpool. I don't generally understand how they haven't. And that's no disrespect to Ajax. Honestly, full respect to them. But now, full respect to every single one of those Liverpool players. I'm going to come to one as well. Kelleher, fantastic. Man of the match. Absolute 100% man of the match. Champions League debut. Clean sheet. Excellent saves. And looked like a commanding presence. Looked so calm. All the time, looked very, very calm. Looked like it was just such a natural thing. It's like, oh, I'm playing Champions League. Spot on. Like it was no bother for him. Not that it wasn't no bother for him, but that's just how he came across. He just looked full of confidence. And Jurgen Klopp running onto the pitch at the end of the game, giving him a massive Jurgen Klopp hug. Incredible scenes. And I absolutely loved it. The player that I want to come to next is Neco Williams. Now, this young lad has come through a very difficult period at this moment in time, and he's received a lot of very, very unnecessary abuse. I say that sentence completely realising that any kind of abuse is unnecessary, but the levels of abuse that have been levelled at him as a teenager for Liverpool, it's totally unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable, but he's took it on the chin. He's probably seen, people don't realise, he's probably seen these abusive things or been told about these abusive things that have been said about him, but he's come through it. He's come through the other side of it. gets a beautiful assist for Curtis Jones. And it was a beautiful assist, as much as it was a bad mistake by Onana. Seemed to just misjudge the flight of the ball, seemed to have a bit more trajectory on it than Onana was expecting, and as he realised his mistake, Curtis Jones has already put it in the back of the net. But Neco Williams, what I need people to sort of think about and try and understand is he's coming in for possibly one of the best right backs in the world in Trent Alexander-Arnold. Make no mistake, this is like, obviously Virgil van Dijk being best centre-back in the world, right? Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best right back on planet Earth. I don't care what anybody says. He is. And he's coming in to try and take that place. It's like when Tsimikas has to come in for Robertson, or someone else, Milner goes and plays in Robertson's place, whoever. I'm not entirely sure that we as a fan base completely realise just how good all of our players are, that if they go injured and someone's coming into that position, they're not going to replicate exactly what they do. But what Neco Williams did tonight was absolutely fantastic. Defensively, he was very good. He was much more improved than he has been in recent games. And this is what I mean about getting behind these young players, because they will learn, they will develop, and they will get better. He showed that already against a very difficult Ajax team. Very difficult, fluid movement, difficult players. On the side where Neres was, predominantly as well, who is a very, very difficult, skillful player. And he did as good as he could. Neres still had chances. He definitely did. 100%. How Neres didn't put it in the back of the net a couple of times, I'm not entirely sure. But I needed to say that about Neco Williams, because he's been given so much abuse. And it's very, very unnecessary. Back the team, back the club, and back these young players, because these players are going to be the future of Liverpool as well. And I absolutely loved his performance. Everybody else in the back line, Matip, Fabinho, Andy Robertson, brilliant performances. Commanding performances by both Fabinho and Matip. Matip winning a lot of headers. Fabinho just being the guy that clears things up and sets it on its way as well. He was really good. And Andy Robertson down the left-hand side, you know what you're getting. It's quality every single time, and he's busting a gut throughout the game. Speaking of busting a gut, Gini Wijnaldum. This man deserves a new contract at Liverpool, 100%. 100%. Needs to get one, because he ran his bollocks off tonight, and he was absolutely fantastic. Right up until the final whistle, he was absolutely going hammer and tong, trying to win the ball back, trying to keep it out of, setting them off on an attack or anything like that. Fantastic performance. Henderson, brilliant performance, solid performance, great captain's performance in my opinion as well. Showed great leadership that he has in abundance. Curtis Jones was so good. So good. And he's just such a creative force as well, but he really loves to attack. And he was in a fantastic attacking position, ready for that Neco Williams cross. And the way he put it in the back of the net as well, didn't panic, side foots it off his right foot, just guides it into the back of the net with composure of a 20-goal-a-season striker. Fantastic performance by Curtis Jones, absolutely loved it as well. Jota, Mane and Salah, you might think that they were quiet, but their movement made a lot of these things happen, and definitely made the goal happen as well. Their movement and their interplay, while they haven't created the goal for each of them or for either of them. And even when Firmino comes on, and he looked very good. He's taking that ball away from the danger areas, dribbling, fantastic, right? I know that Mane, Jota and Salah and Firmino haven't scored, but they played their role so well in this game as well. And as I said, the most important thing tonight, and I said this in my preview, the most important thing was to get through to the next stage of the Champions League. And that is exactly what we've done, but we've not scraped it. We've gone through first place in the Champions League. I need to tell you how we did this as well, right? So, we've gone through, top of the group, we've won 4 of our games, we lost 1. Got 12 points, we've got +7 goal difference. Okay, we did this in a group with Ajax, difficult team, hell of a team to come up against. And I genuinely actually hope that they go through and they don't end up in the Europa League, because the Champions League needs teams like Ajax in it. No offence to Atalanta, the Ajax are just such a great team, fantastic team. Speaking of Atalanta, difficult team as well. First game we won 5-0, but it still wasn't always an easy game. The next game we lost against them, and they were very, very difficult, very high pressure, very difficult game, right? And Midtjylland, okay, they made it difficult for us. I think they've been beaten, or they've only drawn once. I think they've got 1 point. Now, we did this without Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Thiago, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Milner, Shaqiri, Naby Keita for the most part as well, and Alisson wasn't playing tonight. This Liverpool team is something special. It really is. It's something special, and I absolutely will always forever love this team, love this club, because when the chips are out and our backs are against the wall and everyone is betting against us, we come out, we have to fight hard, we battle hard, and we put in a very good performance in the end. Ajax probably deserved something from it. They at least probably deserved a point. But the fact that our defence, our youth team, goalkeeper, put in the performance that they did, and the midfield did their jobs as well, that we were able to get out of there with a 1-0 victory, top the group as well, and now we can actually field probably a very, very different team against Midtjylland. It's got to be said. Definitely a very, very different team against Midtjylland, because we can afford to do so. And that is some breathing space in terms of the squad that we actually need. So massive credit to Liverpool, massive credit to Jurgen Klopp. We're through to the next stage of the Champions League. I'm absolutely buzzing. We've got Wolves at the weekend. Previews will be coming out on either Friday or Saturday, but stay tuned for any of that sort of stuff anyway. I'm probably going to do a Champions League roundup of everything that's going on, because all the groups are starting to settle now, and some, a lot of teams are going through, confirmed going through and all that lot. Real Madrid's group looks dodgy. Don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll have a look at that as well. Let me know what you think about the performance tonight. I felt that while we were under the cosh a lot, we did absolutely fantastic with what we had available as well. And to get the win, I can't fault any single player at all. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Please get your comments in below if you would like to. Anyway, for now though, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go to bed. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you later.